This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the president and CEO of Chakana Copper, Mr. David Kelley. Dave, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Gerardo. How are you doing?
I am well. Thank you for asking. Thank you for taking the call on short notice. I know you're in the field and driving, so let's get right to it. You had some more excellent news this week. You reported 113 meters of 0.90 grams per ton gold, 0.92% copper, and 72.8 grams per ton silver, or 2.13% copper equivalent in Huancarama at the Soledad project in Peru. I have to note that the gold, copper, and silver grades as standalones are excellent on the results that you reported. You reported 12 resource definition holes in all, but that was the highlight number. I'd love to get some context from you on it.
Yeah, another great batch of results coming out of Huancarama. It's a really spectacular breccia pipe. It's big. The two breccia pipes that are about 50 meters apart at surface coalesce into one big breccia body. It's got dimensions of about 100 meters by 60 meters, and it's wide open at depth. I think our deepest intercept is over 480 meters now in Huancarama, and the resource is probably going to go down. I'm guessing around 300 meters below surface. That's where most of them seem to be coming in. So wide open at depth, really good grades. If you look at the pictures in the news release, just spectacular, high sulfide content, mineralization. It's a really, really special breccia pipe, and we know it's got a lot of upside potential still.
And we're getting closer to that resource estimate that I know everybody's excited about. How are things coming along on that front? We know Peru's had, its issues. Chakana has not seemed to have been affected at all. It sounds like everything's kind of moving forward the way you expected it, right?
Yeah, we keep our head down. I mean, it has been unfortunate to see some of the, what's happened this week on some of the social fronts and stuff like that. I think some of the issues have been longstanding issues that just haven't been addressed. And, I think a lot of the Andean communities are kind of frustrated that Castillo made a lot of promises, and he's coming up on his 100th day in office, and they haven't seen any changes. So I think part of it's just frustration there. But as far as, our program, head down, we're doing some geophysics now, which is really, really exciting, setting up the next wave of exploration that we're super excited about. But in the meantime, we're crunching numbers. Assays continue to come in regularly from the lab, and we've got some more resource definition drilling results to put out. But then soon after that, we should have the resource come out, and it'll be the initial resource just on 6 breccia pipes down, surface down to around 300 meters in most cases, and everything's open at depth. So we couldn't be more excited. We've been working towards this for a long time. Super proud of the team for pulling off 32,000 meters of drilling right in the middle of a pandemic. I just think that's a monumental effort, and we're all excited waiting to see what the resource looks like.
I'm excited because the drilling in 2021 has focused mostly on the north half of the project because you're permitted there. And I understand that permitting for the south half is pretty well advanced, and I can't wait for drills to start turning over there. How is that coming along?
Yeah, it's coming along really well. We've made really good progress. We're working with some really excellent groups helping us with the permit. It's all going as planned. We're making up time. We did lose some time with COVID and everything, but we're making up time there. We're fully permitted on the north side, and I don't know the exact numbers, but we have something like 60 targets there, and that's even getting refined with all the new geophysics that we're doing on the north and south side of the project. But we've got a ton of targets on the north side to test, and that's fully permitted. And then, as soon as the permit comes in for the south side, then we'll be moving to the south. So, when I tell people this, I don't really consider it a maiden resource because it's more of a demonstration of concept. What can these breccia pipes yield in terms of contained metal, continuity of mineralization, tons and grade? And, if you can see what 6 pipes can deliver down to 300 meters, then you can envision what those same 6 pipes could deliver from 300 to 600 meters. And then you could start to see what another 6 pipes would bring, or another 10 or 15. We don't even know how many breccia pipes are on this property, Gerardo. I think ultimately there's going to be between 50 and 100. And that's just really a guess based on looking at other tourmaline breccia districts and seeing the density of tourmaline breccias we have on the north side, knowing that a lot of the detailed work to define the ones on the south side still needs to be done. We have blind breccia pipes, as we've talked before. So, this project's got immense scalability upwards in terms of, future resource estimates. But we're going to start with what I think is going to be a good, healthy, respectable resource, again, limited in its scope to just 6 breccia pipes. But I think people will be able to do the math and figure out what new discoveries are going to bring to the table.
I got to believe the majors will be doing the math because copper, gold, silver, stable part of Peru, and the kind of scale that you have on this project isn't the kind of scale that you see in most projects. So great work as always, Dave. Thank you for coming on. Anything else to add to that?
No, just thanks for all the attention that you guys bring us, Gerardo. We like working with you guys to help get the story out, and we couldn't be more excited about the upcoming results.
It makes it really easy and fun to tell the story when you're pulling out the kind of rock that you're pulling out. So thanks again, Dave. We'll chat soon.
You bet. Thank you,
All right.
Gerardo.
Take care now.